muy bien out there. Be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, so you never miss out when your girl is live in the action. Today we're gonna be doing some fun and nails. I'm gonna attempt to do a wheel today, so just get in here, get in here. Thank you all for the new subscribers. Thank you all that have subscribed to my channel, that show support. I just want to thank all of you. So today we're going to be doing some pretty simple nails. These shouldn't be too hard to do. I'm going to be using my meter cross for the base coat. Um, and then we're also going to be using our Rosalind brand, their uh, C70, which is just a regular little pink. So it'll be this pink. And then we're also going to do a glitter nail. And then we're also going to add some brown in the nails. We're also going to be using our Nor black and white. So we're going to get into the things of the things. Okay. So here we go. So yeah. Oh, and then I poured out the wrong white, but we're going to be using a clear coat of beard polish to build our nail. So without further ado, we're going to just jump right into it. So our first nail will be glitter as well as our pinky nail. And then I think I'm going to blend this out with like some pearls and all of that good stuff. So yeah, we're going to get into the things of the things. And so this is a lighter pink. So if you have like a darker pink of your glitter polish, then you might want to go with a darker glitter polish. But mine is a little light. So yeah. So we're gonna use our meter cross. We used this one yesterday or day before yesterday in our Black Girl Magic nail set. So I'm gonna use the 7 milliliter D819. And then this will be on our middle nail, and also our pointer and our ring finger. So our pointer and our ring finger will be French tip. So it'll be white French tip with a little bit of pink and a little bit of brown in it as well. We're going to mix and master the brown of it all. We're going to give it like a little seashell look, or like a beachy look. Okay, and then we will go in with some 3D design, something very small, nothing too crazy. Um, but yeah, so the tools, I'll show you those in just a second that you're going to need. I'll also go over these colors one more time just so you all can see what all I'm using and the brands I'm using as well. We have our package coming in from Shein, hopefully tomorrow, y'all. So you all will be getting a full tutorial on the new colors, honey. So we're going to be using this Rosalind brand. You can get this in a set of 24 for about $6 off of Amazon. We're also going to be going in with their pink as well. We're going to be using this sun bow that we use for our Black Girl Magic nail set as well, to make our little seashell look as well. We're also going to be going in with our Nor black and white. So these are just regular black and white, and we use these all the time, but you can get those off of Amazon. Also, too, we're going to need some tools. You're going to need your brush to make sure you're cleaning things up. You're also going to need your molding tool as well, and your dotting tool, okay? Also, you're going to need your builder gel because we're going to be making a whale today. I'm going to be sculpting a whale. Yes, I know y'all be like, uniquely or destiny, whichever one y'all call me. You always doing these crazy designs. Yes, I am. I love them. All right, so we're also going to be going in with some beautiful jewels. We're going to have some pearls. We're going to have some caviar beads. And we're also going to have some seashells as well, and starfish as well on the nails, okay? So you can use whatever jewels you want, but those are the ones that I'm using, and the tools and the colors that we're using today. We're curing on about 75 today, just to make sure that everything is nice and cured and nice and right and tight, okay? Alrighty, so again, I'm going to go in with this pink. It might look a little gray or something like that. It might look a little better on a black base coat, but I'm kind of okay with how it looks because um I really don't want to darken it up. I really don't. I really kind of just like the way it's giving that glimmer and glitz or whatever. So we're gonna go in and just make sure everything is nice and right and tight, and then we're going to move on. Now, again, you can use a base coat for your glitter polish, but that's solely up to you. Again, I'm not. All right, going in with our second coat of our meter cross 7 milliliter 819. Actually, it's called D819. Again, we use this in our Black Girl Magic set, and I'm just going to continue to use it here as well. I actually only use this in the second nail that I was going to redo over, with the 3D face of the Black Woman. We actually use Art Done polish for that nail set, but I went in with a second nail that I haven't used yet with this polish. So there's that. All right. So we're gonna cure on about 70 seconds and then we're gonna keep moving on. In the meantime, in between time, y'all know we multitask over here. So I'm gonna just go ahead and sculpt out my handy dandy dolphin or whale, excuse me. All right, so it shouldn't be too big because these are short almonds tips that I got off of Shein as well. So make sure that if you are getting, if you're going to be doing a 3D design, it is nice proportionate to the nail shape that you're going to be using and go from there. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and go in and form this it right here. Okay, so hey, hon. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we have that there. This next, what is it? Mm-mm. Nah, I'm okay. Thank you. All right, y'all. So we're gonna. Oh, okay. Nah, I was saying, nah, I'm good. Thank you, though. She had gave us a rug and a blanket right there. There was a blanket right there and our rug right there, but it gotta be. So, all right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and just go in with our French tip. I'm making a wheel today. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this ain't gonna take long. This is an easy set for the people, honey. I think you're gonna like this set. I'm talking to Sugar, y'all. Um, so I am going in with my pink French tip. I mean, my white French tip, and then I'm going to be adding a little bit of pink in it, a little bit of brown in it, and we're going to give it like this seashell look, okay? And I know you all probably have seen this done. Coda, stop. You've seen this done probably a lot of several times, probably. This is actually like my second time doing a quote unquote seashell nail. So we're gonna just do it together. However, comma.com, child, it's easy. It ain't nothing to it but to do it, honestly, child. Just make sure you get your French tip on there, blend your colors, and that's it, honestly. Make sure you have a liner brush. Coda, stop now. Nobody finna keep talking to you. All right, so now we're gonna go in and we're going to just make our handy dandy French tip. However you want your French tip to be. Make sure that your liner brush is cooperating, honey, or else, well, it can throw off the design, honey. Okay. Y'all see this one. All right, so I'm gonna fix this one up about right here. Okay, and then we're gonna clean it up. Clean up that little bit that kind of is all over the line. Make sure you have some um, nail lint free wipes, and then you're gonna go from there. Okay. All right. So because we're gonna be blending this nail and making it a like mermaid, aka seashell look, I want it kind of low. to make the polish pop. So that's why I'm going to be doing it this way. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you all can see, and then bring my light up. All right. So I want this French tip to be nice and right and tight, but low enough to where it still does what I need it to do. Okay. All right. So before I cure this, before I cure this, all right, I'm going to, oh my God. Before I cure this, I'm going to blend my colors. So I'm going to be blending the pink, and I'm also going to be blending the brown on there. So I kind of want it to look somewhat like this, but this is a little too low. All right, so about there, I'm satisfied with this French. Okay. All right. So I'm going to actually wait for the second coat, and then I'm going to blend everything. Okay. That way the white looks a little bit more pigmented. Now you can do it however you want to do it, but this is how I'm doing mine, child. Okay. Hey, lovely star. Thank you so much for the floating hearts and stuff and things, honey. Thank y'all so much. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate all my new subscribers and just all of y'all that support, that truly support me. Like, we don't have to talk about it or anything like that. Like, you all just show up and you all just support. Like, yeah, I just appreciate you all so much. Like, a lot. Like, you all have helped my channel grow to what it is today, and we have officially hit 8K. So yeah, I just appreciate each and every last one of y'all that come on here and show support, true support, authentic support. Um, and yeah, we go from there. And to all the bushwatchers, welcome, and I hope you learned something too. Hmm. Anywho, moving on. All right. Now, one thing I want to say about this nail set here, it's easy. The longest part should be, okay, emphasis on should, it should be your 3D of it all. It shouldn't be this part right here. But y'all know how I am with Frenchies, because they give me a bang for my buck and a run for my money, honey. All right. All right. So I'm gonna just clean this up right here on the side, and then we're gonna move on, okay? All right, once you have your French tip how you like it, go ahead and cure it. You're gonna go in with your second coat of that white, and then you're going to begin to blend your colors. Now, I've seen some tutorials because again, I study my craft, okay? Um, I've seen some tutorials where they just go ahead and blend, with the first coat, but I'm okay with like not doing that, okay? All right. One thing I also like to do is take the nails out, make sure that they are low, like pretty much equivalent to one another, and then I go in and, dry the other one. So that's what we're going to do here. And we're going to go in with our second coat and begin that blending process, okay? And I'll show you what I mean when I say blend. So I'm going to be blending some pink on here and some brown as well. All right. So I'm just going back over that French tip there. And yeah, I went to my local Dollar Tree and ended up getting me a couple more of these right here. Yeah, they had some more sets in there, and honey, I did not come to play with them. I racked up, honey. I sure did. I sure did. I racked up. And they had some more nail tips and stuff and things. Racked them up, hit them up. Got some more acetone. Yeah, sure did. So check out your local Dollar Tree. I always, go up for Dollar Tree. I told them that they should pay me, but I don't know if the CEO or anybody from over there be listening just yet. But one day they will. I'll be like, dang, we need to get her over here. I know what. You should. All right, y'all. So now we're gonna go ahead and blend our pink, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and put a little pink on our palette. And then we're going to put a little bit of brown on there as well. Just a little bit, okay? As always, if you want more professional opinions and looks and tricks and tips, then child, go visit their pages. The ones that you want to look at, the ones that I always shout out. And yeah, okay? We just who are just at home nail tech that like to do what? Look good, honey. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Oh, to each their what? Anyway. All right, so we're just gonna go in with the pink. I'm just gonna go back and forth, okay? Just gonna go back and forth, okay? Okay. And you see how it like gives it a little look, like a little seashell look or whatever. So that's what we're going for. All right. All right. So I got a little pink in there. Now I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more to give it a little bit more depth and color. And now I'm going to go in with the brown. I feel like the brown will offset it, but honestly, you all can do it with whatever color you want. Now that I'm looking at this set, I probably should have went in with a more lighter pink, but child, it's going to do what it needs to do. You just got to trust the process, boo-boo. Okay? All right. So once you have the colors on there that you want, this is turning out a little bit more brown. Like I said, I should have went in with a lighter pink. And it's not too late to pivot, so y'all give me literally a half a second to get a lighter pink out of here, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, found the lighter pink. Okay. Oh, if I can open it, child. Oh no, that's not pink like I need it. I need to be pink, 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 pink. Okay. All right. So let's see. We might have a pink here. No. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna have to switch brands, y'all. I was really trying to use this Rosalind brand. Um, but let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right. Yeah. No. So we're gonna have to switch brands, y'all. So sorry about that. I was gonna use all Rosalind brands so y'all can use them, but in this set, they're too light for what I'm looking for. And so we're going to pivot to Morta. And we're going to go in with their pink. And I'm thinking this too loud. Let's look at a different color. Actually, we're going to move on to Beetles. So we got to pivot, honey. Okay. All right. I got it. Got the pink that I'm looking for. What you looking for? We got what you looking for. I'm looking for a pink, baby. Okay. All right. So there we go. We're going to use our Beetles pink. They're C58. All right. So we have to take that off and go back in with our white. And if you have to pivot, again, do what you got to do. You just going to put that white back on there, just like so. How your sandwich, babe? I know it is. All right. So go ahead and go back in with your smile line, correcting that as well. Okay. And you want it nice and pigmented, okay? So that everything can blend, okay? I'm gonna correct that smile line. It was looking a little want, honey. You know, it was looking a little bum, B2K, honey. We can't have that, baby. I shall slay. I shall slay. All right, anywho, moving on, honey. We got our lighter pink. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. That makes me happy. What can you say except I'm happy? Got my darker pink that I need. All I can say is that I'm happy. Don't really need the brown, baby. I'm not gonna use the brown because I got my pink and I am okay with how the sleigh is going today. All right, y'all. So there's our pink. You like it? All right, we're gonna pop it into the nail lampion, okay? And we're gonna let it do what it do. I'm only doing one coat of this pink. I don't want it too dark, okay? So that's why I'm going in with one coat of pink, okay? Now you can go in with 2 coats of pink if you want to. That's your business. All you have to do is just add pink and white onto the nail one more time and let it do what it does, okay? That's your what? That is your business. However, for my business today, we shall not. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead, wipe that off. And then, y'all see we went over that smile line just a little bit more than what we needed to. However, comma, we're going to fix that in just 1 second, okay? You're going to crisp that smile line and take off anything that should not be there. Like we went over that smile line, so it's looking a little wonk. So we're going to go in with a little acetone with our little Dollar Tree brush. And then we're going to take that off and make it smile, make it smile. Okay? All right. And so you'll be able to see where this smile line is where you crisp it the first time, honey. Okay? All righty. So now we're gonna go in with our pink, okay? Now again, you can go in whatever color you want. I'm just doing pink because Shy pulled out a pink glitter, so that's what we gonna do. Boo boo. All right, so we're gonna get it nice and right and tight. Get it right, get it right, get it tight for the 99 2000s. Okay. Shout out to us from the 99 2000. And I be watching videos, I be seeing them little kids be saying, "Oh, you were born in ancient times." Yeah, 93 wasn't that far, wasn't that long ago. But hey, these are babies that say that. So, it is what it is. All right, you want to make sure you get the full perimeter of the nail, okay, and swatch it, okay, back and forth. Again, you see that it's looking a little off, so we're gonna clean that up. I said clean it up, I say, sashay, you slay, okay, and clean it up and get it out the way, baby. All right, okay. All right, honey bunches of oats. So we're going to go ahead and just make sure everything is nice and right and tight. Okay. All right. So I'm liking what I see. Do you like what you see, baby? Give it all to me. Or whatever they said, okay? All right, moving on. Now it's time to draw our whale. Okay. All right, so I've already sculpted out my little or pinched out because I ain't sculpted nothing. I've pinched out my little whale, okay? All right, so you can use whatever color you want for this particular part here as far as the solid builder gel goes, but you can get this specific brand in a brand of four for $9.99. It comes with the tool you will need as well as a molding flower tool, okay? And I showed you all that a while ago. This will be black, okay? Our whale will be black with like some, we gonna go under the sea, we gonna make it a little Disney, okay? So baby, we're gonna have a little imagination, okay? So we gonna give her a little ping, we gonna find it, okay? All right, so anywho, moving on. All right, so whales got big heads, okay? So first you want to go ahead and just shape out the head or whatever, okay? Now, I'm going to do this all in one, which means I'm literally going to mold it all into one with one blob of solid gel. However, if you like to do them in the pieces like we did the spider or we did the frog, then go ahead and do it that way. However, comma.org, AOL. You can do it however you want, okay? So I'm going to mold the head to be like, they got a big old head, so they got to be round, okay? And if you wanted to go, I'm actually gonna do it right this time so y'all can see it, okay, child? Cause wait, last time it was going backwards, and child, it was it was just backwards up on there. But anyway, we're gonna do it this way, okay? So yeah, so we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna mold his head, and then what you're gonna do is take your molder, you know, pinch in the body. Okay, once you have the head how you want it, then you're going to take your molder and you're going to pinch out the little arms. Okay, pinch it out like a little wheel. Okay, you see the arm it's starting to merge. Okay, you're gonna keep it pinched however you want it. Okay, and then you're gonna do the other side like a little fish. Okay, like a little whale. Okay. All right. Now, again, if you like to do them in pieces, go ahead and do them in pieces. It's up to you. Okay. But it needs to be nice and flat. The back of the body is going to be so very thin that, like, it's going to make your head spin. So if you have too much on there, go ahead and take it off. So we're just going to literally pinch it off. Okay. We're going to scoot him up. And then we're going to thin the body, okay? And we're going to give it a little curvage. You can pinch it or you can use your tool. I would prefer you to do both, honestly, because that way you can see what all you're doing or whatever, okay? And so once you get it nice and right, go ahead and curve the back of the body, okay? You're going to give it a little bump, 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 okay? All right. You still keeping everything in place, okay? And yes, this is my first time doing a whale with 3D. Yeah, I know I like to do first times with y'all, okay? Ain't nothing like a first time. I'm trying to tell you I can blow your mind. Or whatever they said. All right, anyway, moving on. Oh, all right. So I'm just trying to make sure that the body and the little fin is nice and right, okay? Nice and right. You don't want it too long because they gonna, whales have little short arms. Okay, so if it's too long, pinch it in, pinch it back in, pinch it into the body and re-sculpt it out. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So I pinched it back in, Because this side is okay. His little arm is okay right there. Okay. He look like he's about to get ready and take off. Okay. Let's get it. Okay. Anyway, moving on. All right. So then I'm going to sculpt out the arm a little bit more. And that's about it. Okay. Or the little fin. Because they ain't got no arms. They got fins. Okay. All right. So, big head, honey. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead. Once you have the fin sculpted, I'm going to go ahead and shape out the body, the back here, okay? So we're going to pinch this like so, and then I'm actually going to add the tail in there. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and cure this if you want, you know what I'm saying? It's totally up to you. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, especially his upper body, because we still need to do the tail and we need to add 2 more little fins back here, okay? All right. Make sure the head is nice and flat and big. Okay. Right. So it's gonna look something like that. Okay, we're gonna do the little tail right there. We're gonna do 2 more right here on the side, and we're gonna be good, okay? Let me come a little closer. Get a little closer, okay? I don't know why this look like a salamander to me right now, but well, we gonna get it right. You okay, babe? You all right? Girl, yes, he stink. All right. All right. So I'm okay with how everything is looking. So now I'm gonna set it down right here. And you remember that little piece we took off? This is gonna be your friend, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll it really, really thin. Thank you so much. Hey, Maddie. Thank you so much. Girl, thank you so much, honey. These nails about gone. I done been sitting here taking them off. One popped off. I just took the rest of it off. I just said, and he done been out, so yeah, ain't it's the same. All right. So I just attached the little tail right there. Okay. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna give it a little bit more definition and point. Okay. Okay. Anything you don't need, well, just take it off. Okay. And your finger is gonna be your best friend with this. Um, Especially when it comes to like shaping like the tail and stuff and things. Yeah. All right. So we need your little body to be out like that. All right. All right. So making sure that everything is nice in proportion. Okay. If you have to re-sculpt it out, as always, do that. But don't try to cure it and then try to go back in and fix it. Like, I'm choking over here, child. Oh, excuse me. All right, y'all. So, got the tail on. However, I'm just extending the body so that when it curves, the tail is attached, child. Okay, and then I'm going to do something to help this even better. I'm going to add my little card right here. Okay. That's how serious he gets around here. Okay. And once you have that tail up, like so, go ahead and keep it nice and curved, because I want it to look like he's swimming, in some way or whatever. All right, so here he is. Okay, all right, but his little body is short. It's shorter than what I want it to be. So now I'm just extending the body. I'm gonna give it a nice gentle push, extend the body, and make sure that tail is up. Okay, put the tail up there. Okay. You is a dolphin, Damon. All right, moving on. Or whale, whatever. Y'all can call it whale, dolphin, whale, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it a dolphin, whale, whatever. Maybe we going for a dolphin. So we don't need to do we don't need to do too much. We don't have to do the back. Yeah. So make the head a little big, make the tail up. And yeah, okay. I'm satisfied. Y'all satisfied? Y'all like that? I like that. I guess at first I was going for a shark, but this ain't gonna be no shark. This gonna be a whale. All right, so all right. Now I'm gonna pop it into the nail lamp. Okay. Now I'm gonna pop it into the nail lamp. Okay. All right. And then we're going to move on. Okay. All right. So now that we got these out of the way, okay, I'm going to take my handy dandy seashells. Okay, these right here. Yeah, I got this little compact off of compartment thing off of Shein, but like I told y'all before, don't throw away your nail with your nail tips come in, like the Dollar Tree tips or like your stiletto nail tips. You can actually use them as a charm box, okay? All right. Pink and green go together pretty well, so we'll go with pink and green, okay? Now, I would prefer red and white. If you know, you know. But, oh, child. Anyway, moving on. So, we're going to actually add a little seashell to the nail. I don't want it to look too country, okay? So, we gonna make it look nice and right. All right, we satisfied with how it look, all right? All right, I'm going to set that there for just 1 second. And before we add the shell or anything, actually, I have pink. Okay, I have pink. I don't need to use. Oh yeah, there goes. Perfect, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna actually add because I only have pink starfish, so we'll just use 2 pink starfish, okay, to offset the nails or whatever, and it goes with the glitter. Oh, I have a pink shell, y'all. I'm just discovering stuff and things. We'll go with which the best winner, okay? All right, anywho, before we do that, though, we're going to add a little 3D look to this, to give it the seashell look, of course. So you're going to need your little glue or whatever you use. I'm going to go in with my glue right here in my liner brush. So, all right. I'm going to go in with that thin liner brush here. And I'm really going to try to perfect these lines because we don't need them too country or too big or anything like that. So we're going to try to go in with like small little beads or whatever. So I'm going to try to go in with like small little. All right. Okay. Pop that in there because I don't know where my doggone light lamp is. So, child, I got to pop it in the lamp, child, a big lamp. I don't know where my flash cure is. I ain't even tried to find it. All right. Hey, how you doing? So we're gonna go in with the smallest little bit here. And yeah, I want to order the stuff off of the TikTok shop where you can just dip it in there, the 5-in-1 gel. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, I do want to order that. That way it'll come out way better than what I be doing, child. But one thing I want you to do is if you ain't got it, then what you should do to get it is continuously practice. Don't let nobody or nothing stop you from practicing something that you want to be great at. Okay. I mean, not a dang thing and not a dang soul. Okay. Period, point to blank. And I'm just going to go in with 3 here. Okay. 3 here. That one ain't the best bead, so we're gonna take that off. I might just have to go in with the 4. Thank you, thank you. I don't know how they gonna turn out, child. We finna see, cause these bees are not doing what I needed to do. I'm gonna actually just put a little bit right there. Making a drink. Okay. Actually, I don't need one in the middle. I just really need one on the side, cause I'm gonna be putting the star fish on there. However, comma, you want to make sure that your look is still nice and right and tight. You know what I'm saying? And proportionate to one another. Okay. All right. Closer than most. Um, all right. Now that we got them on there, now I'm gonna just put my little seashell right here. Let's see if the shell look good. Okay. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. Let me see, y'all. Y'all know I have to set it there to see if I really, really like it most times. So I think I'm just gonna go with 2 starfish because I'm not really feeling the shell, but do whatever feels right to you. If you want to go in with a starfish, a seashell, a pearl, whatever you want. It's up to you, okay? I'm just following, you know, following the vibe. If you wanna come riding, let's ride. If you wanna come rolling, if you wanna come drinking, 'cause I've been thinking about loving you. Alright, that's all I wanna do, babe. Alright, I'm just trying to get my doggone starfish to be starfishing, honey. Okay, alright, alright. I guess she got a mind of her own, so I'm just gonna leave it on there like this. Like a little starfish, child. And I do like that. I like that. I like that. All right. Did the seashell? It's just kind of like a big blob of nothing, you know. So I'm just gonna move on and follow my first mind and just go in with the starfish. Okay. So we're gonna have 2 starfish on the side of the wheel in the ocean. Motion in the ocean. Closer than most. Yeah. All right, we still got some stuff to add to it, so don't worry. All right, now let's do our little whale. I'm gonna make the whale of I said black and pink, but whales ain't black. I mean whales ain't pink, and but we gonna make it pink, okay? So that's what we gonna do. They kind of like gray. They got like a little gray undertone, some white, some like rustic looking. But for the purposes of this video, let's go ahead and make it black and pink, okay? All right, we're just gonna vibe out. There's a blue whale, sperm whale, you know, they all different colors. So whichever. Yeah, black is appropriate. So you want to paint it to your liking and get creative with it. Okay? Get creative with it. All right? So I'm gonna wipe this off with all of that foo la la, hoo la la. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go in with some black. on my palette, and then I'm gonna get in those small spaces that we can't see, okay? All right. So like back here, the whole fin, make the whole fin black or whatever. And y'all see how easy really was to do. It's just the molding part, like you gotta just make sure you have down and right and tight. However, comma, you got this. Closer than most. Wow. They got gray whales. They got orca whales. I guess I'm doing an orca. We got orcas here. You can actually go orca washing here in this state. It's a thing. But if you just go to the beach, like ocean shores or something, you can see them out there playing and stuff or eating whatever they eating in the ocean. You ain't even gotta go on the doggone thing. You can just watch them from what you call it, honey. Okay. All right. And then don't forget to clean it up. You don't want nothing to be off. So make sure that if you go over like the little fin or go over painting, outside the scope of the body, go ahead and clean that up and then just move on, okay? All right. All right. All right. So, orca whales, they're black and white. So I'm gonna put a little white on the body, you know, throughout the body, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit right there, a little bit right there, a little bit right there, offset it, and then I'm gonna put a little pink on it, give it a little pizzazz. We just gonna, you know, give it a little something, little dip. All right. Now that I got everything painted, I did go over onto the nail a little bit more than I wanted to, so I'm just gonna clean that up with my toothpick tool, and then we're gonna go ahead and cure this little guy right here, and then move on to the rest of the nails. Okay. All right. So let me get my toothpick tools. Here they go. Right here. You can get these off of Shein. Okay. Closer than most. All right. So it's just these little fine areas. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't clean them up, it really can throw off your design. So I'm not just saying that repetitively for no reason, but if you're gonna take your craft serious like I do, then you gonna clean it up, right? Right. Okay, because everybody just ain't getting on here doing any old thing. No shade to nobody, but it's in particular, but everybody ain't just throwing something together. People take they craft serious, you know what I'm saying? So take it serious, even if you just practicing. Like, hey, when people say, "Oh, it's just a practice, Neil," so ain't you practicing? They will practice for to make sure you get it right. Oh, this ain't gonna be on no nail. This ain't gonna be on no hand. So it might. Somebody might walk in. Somebody could change your life in the blink of an eye. Somebody might walk into your business and be like, "Oh yeah, girl, give me that one right there." Then there you go. I ain't got it all together because you sitting up there telling someone, "Oh, it's just a practice now. Like, no, don't be a goof. Be a trooper and get it right. Get it tight. Get it right. All right. So I like these little tools for real because these right here get like they just do everything I need them to do, honey. They do. Like I'm seeing stuff. But the thing about these tools also One thing you need to know is that they have these little strags on them, so you got to make sure you're rolling them up and all of that. You know what I'm saying? To make sure they ain't getting in your nail and curing in your nail or doing all of that fun stuff. Like, yeah. All right, y'all. I'm just about done cleaning this part up. And so now I'm going to cure it. Okay. This is why you want to use your liner brush because you can also get into those really fine spaces that need to be got in. Okay. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and just cure everything nice and right and tight and let it do what it do. Do what it do tonight. All right. So there's our orca. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in the lamp. And then I'm going to go in and finish this little guy off. All right, so we're gonna add some little caviar beads to the nails here. So bless you. You're welcome. Bless you, hon. Bless you. You're welcome. So we're gonna go ahead and just add them right about here. Okay. Because the glitter is already doing its own thing, so you really don't need to do much on the glitter nails, but just have them glittery. Okay. However, to give it a little bit more pizzazz, you can go in and add 2 caviar beads and 1 pearl for like the oysters, you know. So I'm gonna go in with my Dollar Tree pearls. Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree. And make it pop. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Do what it do. Right. Yeah, I had a totally different something going into this design. But I'm liking how they turned out. You know what I'm saying? How they turning out actually. If my doggone, I gotta get my new glue out because this glue right here just give it's a hard knock life for us. Hard knock life. Instead of glue, we get air. Let me get my little tool there. All right. Let's go ahead and finish our Orca Man. Okay. Actually, go ahead and just whip out that gel brush, child, and go over everything. And what you can't get, what I always tell you, just go in with that liner brush. It'll get it done. Get her done. It will get her done. Get her done. Say get her done. Alright. Everything else is gonna get a liner brush, okay? So let's go over his little fin here one more time. If you can still see clear, it needs to be filled in. If you can still see that clear builder gel, go ahead and fill it in, okay? You ain't seeing it for no reason. It needs to be filled in. Okay? Right. Sometimes you gotta be quiet so you can focus. I know sometimes I talk your ear off. You know what? That's why you love me. Alright, you got this, okay? It's my first time doing it. Why it can't be your first time trying it yourself, you know? Like I said, if you want more professional views, opinions, it takes on certain things, on how to mold it or whatever, go ahead and look that up. But this is for beginners, intermediates, okay? All right, y'all. All right, we're gonna pop her in the nail lamp, okay? All right. Now, I'm feeling goody and hoodie about these right here. If you wanted to, I guess you could add some little caviar beads over here. Maybe like one right there, one right there, one right there, one right there. But I'm not. I feel like that's too much. So I'm cool with this, with the simpleness of this nail right here. Um Now I'm gonna go in on my whale with some white. Okay. So you're gonna need a dotting tool. So either you can use this dotting tool or you can go to Dollar Tree and get you this set right here. Of course, the brush don't look like that, y'all. But you can go to Dollar Tree and get a set. This is how the set comes, like this or whatever. So I'm gonna go in with my smaller and medium dotting tool. So I'm gonna be using this one to fancy up the whale. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna go in with some white here, and I'm just gonna go. I'm going on the side, right about there. You know, they got white, little white patches all over. You know, I'll go in with a little white right there. You know, a little white on the tail sometimes, you know. Go in with a little bit right there. Don't worry if you get it on the actual nail, just what? Clean it up. Okay, and then we'll go with a little bit of white right there. Add like little patches or whatever. Okay. Um, and then I'm gonna go in to give it a little bit more fanciness because this ain't your ordinary orca. Okay, we're gonna go in with a little pink, I say. If you want to do the eyes, you can do the eyes, but I'm doing more so like a little abstract um orca. So you can too if you want to. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna do one more just right here on the maybe at the back of the at the back of the fin. Okay. However, comma, let's go ahead and clean up this little area. You see how it kind of like overran onto the nail? We don't want that. So we're gonna take that off, okay? I'm gonna take that off. All right, so just a little bit. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this off because I don't want it to be like too much on the back. I want it to be just like the whale, like how they had like their little patch. Sometimes it is a little big and blotchy like that, but just look up an orca whale, child. Let me see how they will look with some eyes. Yeah, no. Ha 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 ha. Just messing. Ha ha. Right. Took off a little bit more black than what I wanted, child. You got to get back on now. So if you take something off, just put it back, okay? All righty. So I'm going to switch over to my tool that I'm using my black on and just fill this in right here because I took off too much. All right. Now, because we gave her an imaginary, you know, pink orca spotty look, we have to make sure that the background stands out and is just as unique as the nail. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this, and then we'll go in and make sure that the background does what it needs to do, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a little bit of water drips, but we're going to mix them in blue so it can look like, you know, like the water is like falling off, like, or like, I don't know. I'll finna show you, okay? Just bear with me, okay? Now, keep in mind that you will need to get a nice dark blue or a light blue, whatever blue you want to get this aesthetic down, okay? I'm gonna go in with this 4 lily blue that I have. So I have a dark blue, and then I also have a light blue. Okay, you just have to figure out and play with, whatever you got to see what you going what it's gonna give. Okay, typically the darker blue for the ocean, you know what I'm saying? Look, is what we go for. So let's start with this blue. Okay, I'm gonna dip that there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of this gel right here to it. So I don't know if y'all can see me. I'm gonna go back right here, but I'm gonna add it right here. Okay. Then we're gonna take it, we're gonna mix it in like so. Then you're gonna take your glue. Thank you so much. Hey Claire, how you doing? I don't be knowing half of the time what I'm gonna do. I just come on here and just do it unless I didn't, plan for it or whatever, child. But thank you, Claire, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you for watching. I like when you watch. How about that? Okay, and then we're gonna go in with our little water, clear water drips, or little dots. Come on. Oh my God, I can't wait to get my new glue. It ain't gonna give me all this story. And when I'm done, oh, I wanna be right. I wanna be made over. Alright, so now I'm just going back over that blue, okay, and I'm just adding my little dots there for the water little accents, okay. And as you can see, it's like bubbling more. All right. Once you have that done, go ahead and cure it. Oh shit, oot, ooty patootie. I'm gonna have to wipe that off. Oh no, come on. I need you to get off of there. See, it's to mess my dang stilo up. Bruh. Bruh. Alright, so I'm gonna have to take that one off right there. Alright, I'm gonna take that off. And I'm gonna have to go back in. Alright. headphones died, so give me 1 second. There we go. Just gotta work with each other. Once you have that on there, then thank you, Claire. Under the sea. Under the sea. Nothing is better when we're together. Take it from me. I never pop it in the lamp. Actually, this is too much. It's too much. Man. All right. So I think I like that blue a little bit better than I would have this blue. You know, you just gotta get creative. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get creative with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it work you. You work it. So push it to the limit. Pushing it, push. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do? We're going to bless you, hon. Bless you. You're welcome. Now we're going to make sure that everything is nice and dry. And then we're going to go ahead and give it a nice, nice, nice top coat. Right? Right. Oh yeah, I like that. Nice. All right. The blue kind of like gives it a little bit more. I don't know. It kind of makes it pop a little bit more, but I feel like I should probably use blue on these nails too a little bit. Maybe I should do a blue seashell or something. I don't know. But we gonna rock with it, okay? All right. I'm going in with my McQuarrie top coat. Orca. Zhuzh. Lather her up. Oh, she shine. Mm-hmm. And so basically, this set is very simple. Like I said, the longest part should be you sculpting the wheel, but that shouldn't take you too crazy long. If you yeah, I think I'm gonna add a jewel to this. I think I'm gonna add a blue jewel to the this right here. Yeah. That's gonna set it off. Set it off in this mode. We set it off. Alright, turn her around. She look like this. That's how it look. Okay, let's zoom out. Okay, I'm still gonna add the jewels on there, but this is what it looked like pre. pre top coated, and then we're gonna go in with, because we want to give it like pay homage to the sea. We're gonna go in with these dark blue jewels right here. Okay, we're not gonna do much. We're just gonna add one little jewel, maybe two, to it to make the blue pop for under the sea, and then we're going to let it rock. Okay. All right. So now, once you've done that, you let it, you let it dry or whatever. Then I'll show y'all what we're gonna do. Okay. All right. I'm just putting this stuff back. Oh shoot, this came with a little brush, y'all. This thing came with a little brush. The Beetle set. That was nice. I didn't even know y'all had put that up in there, child. So appreciate y'all. Never had too many line brushes. All right, y'all. I got these from off of either Shein or Dollar Tree. I think I got these off of Shein though. Let me see if I'm being honest. All right. So come on, the magic school bus. All right. You want to do two, you could do two, like one right there, one right there. It's up to you how you want to do it, how you want to play it. Let me see. Right there. Oh, yeah, I promise I can't wait to open my new jail. Yeah, no. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with one little jewel to give you like a little boop. You know, a little boop. I'm here. Boop. Okay. All right. So let me put this back in the nail lamp. Yeah, I'm putting the whole thing in. Okay. All right. So now I'll show you all what we're working with. Okay. All right. I still want to come on here and fix the black woman that we did right here. Yeah, because she giving PJs. Project. Going out with a PJ. All right, yeah. So I might come back on here and redo that, y'all. By Black Girl Magic. Because I just couldn't. I cannot. All right. So, anywho, in the meantime, between time, this is what we're going to do. Where's the pinky hair? Oh, Lord, I hope I ain't wasting no polish. No will. Y'all know I waste some polish. Literally, the bottle would be wasted out. What the heck? All right, y'all. So here we go. All right, here are the nails. Let me get close. All right. So we got under the sea. We got a little whale, orca whale. She's pink and white. And then we got little seashells. Y'all like them? They're so simple, but they so cute. Okay. Didn't take long. Didn't take much. Just took a little time to mold and make sure the little fans was, nice and right. But yeah, pay homage to the ocean today. I enjoy making these. Honestly, I really did enjoy making these. The only thing, if I critique myself like I always do, I probably would have made the base just nude and blue all over as opposed to doing the little drips. But outside of that, I'm loving this look. I'm loving these. I would rock these, honey. I would if I didn't like doing acrylic nails on my own nails. Yeah, I would rock these. I would sell these. I'm gonna put this in my book so I can make sure I put it on my website when I get one. Hallelujah. All right. Well, y'all got this, lovelies. We done did something new. Y'all done learned something new. Learn from my mistakes, as I always say. And if you want more professional nail tips and tricks and stuff and things, then definitely go check out professional people. professional ladies, men all over the world. There's so many people out there that you can look at. Long hair, long, pretty nails. But this is for beginner friendly, intermediate friendly. Um, and yeah, we don't always get it right, but we get it. Okay, ka-ching, bling, bling, bling. What should we name her? Should we call her the Pink Orca? The Pink Orca? I don't know what we should call her, okay? But we're gonna call her something, okay? We're gonna name her something. We're gonna name her something, honey. All right, y'all. Well, I sure enjoyed this with y'all. We didn't even go over 2 hours today. Hallelujah. All right, so yeah, y'all can do this. Put your mind to it. Put your back into it. You can do it with your back. Nah, okay, for real. I'm just for real. Ooh, all seriousness, for real, y'all. Y'all got this. I enjoy doing this with y'all. We're gonna get a little close. Go one by one more time. Do your little mermaid look there. Okay, we just added a little pearl and caviar bead, and let it do what it do. Okay, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Okay, you got this. All right. Well, lovelies, this has been another successful live, and as always, put you first. Put God first, then yourself, and then just chase your dreams and keep doing. You never know what you can do until you do it. Okay, don't beat yourself up if you don't get it the first, second, or third time. Yeah, it might take you getting it the fourth time, but you're doing it. Okay, don't beat yourself up. You got this. Don't ever let the devil ride, and just continue to chase your dreams, whatever they may be, and keep slaying the day if it snails. Okay. All right, lovelies. We out. Ka-ching, ka-ching, bling, bling, bling. Bye.